Hey guys, what is going on today? Today I got another product from Eagle One. It's one of their, I don't know if it's a newer product or what, honestly. I've never seen it before. It's their interior detailer. It says it helps restore luster to interior plastics, helps hide scuffs on interior plastics, no greasy residue. And so yeah, we're gonna be doing it here on my 2001 Honda Prelude. It's pretty much cleaning, I mean, I'd take it out about probably 2 or 3 days this week to work. So I really wanted to get the interior done. So today is a perfect day. I mean, look at this. When was the last time you saw me show you just blue skies? I mean, you can hear the planes starting to fly over too. I mean, it's a perfect day to do this. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a lot of videos today, or try and get a couple of these videos out that I haven't gotten a chance to because, with all the rain and stuff. And that way I can go ahead and upload them. And of course, first off, we gotta thank Scott at Eagle One for sending this stuff to me. I always appreciate it, Scott. And let me go ahead and get this car set up, and then we'll get inside the car and start working it out. Hold on. All right, guys, here we go. As you can see, we're inside my 2001 Honda Prelude, and we're gonna go ahead and start redoing this. I don't know if you can see it. The dash is somewhat dusty, a little bit dirty, but I actually want to test and see if it actually does, in fact, help restore the luster to interior plastics. I also want to see if it hides the scuffs. I'll try them on like the corners of the doors, like down there, where the map holder is. There's a lot of scuffs from just getting out of the car. Your feet hit it and whatnot. It happens on all of the cars, don't get me wrong. So let's go ahead and set this up. So it says there's 2 ways to do it. We can either apply it straight on there, and then we just wipe it off for a regular satin look, or we can leave it on there for a high gloss shine. So there's 2 ways you can actually do this. Today, right now, I'm interested in just wiping it off and seeing how the results we're actually gonna get. So let's proceed. All right, let me just shake it up a little bit here, and it says spray it right on, so here we go. It's gonna have a hard day with all these planes flying over. Let me shut the door. There we go. Woo! Oh, you could definitely smell that. Maybe that was not a good idea. Open the door again. Woo! That stuff is powerful, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you. To me, it smells like a nice, sweet chemical smell, but woo! That stuff, as you saw right there, was pretty stinking powerful. So yeah, what I'm doing is I'm wanting to see. Remember how I did a couple of weeks ago? I had an Armor All, one of these superior shines or whatever, supposedly make it shine, and the dash basically just sucked it in there, and it turned out to be absolute trash. And then I brought out one of my Meguiar's Ultimate Shine, and I put it on the dash, and it stayed shiny. There was a huge difference there, and then basically that's what I want to see here. If this is going to do the same, it's going to bring out the luster of the original black, or it's going to just suck it in and be faded out. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is just keep on applying all this. As you can see, it's very, very smoky. I hope this shows it in the video. Can you see that stuff going out? So you're going to be expecting a lot of this on there, all right? So basically that's what I'm looking for. I want to see what kind of, if it's actually going to just soak in like they did with the Armor All, or is it actually going to stay on there really good and just give me a nice, good either satin shine, because that's what I'm looking for right now, just a nice satin, not very glossy, or yeah, we're just going to be like back to nothing. So let me go ahead and finish up this car. I mean, it's not bad already. Can you see this? I don't see any drying out effects. Now I know, remember, with the last stuff, it took a few minutes and it finally dried out right before your eyes. But I don't see any issues. And we're not overly glossy by any means here. You can see. And that's what I like, and I think a lot of you guys like this kind of stuff. So now I'm actually going to come through here too and get the center console and whatnot and try and clean it up a little bit. You can see I got my GoPro stuff ready. Still haven't got any of the parts in yet for the vlog, so I can hook it up better. So that should be here. I think most of the parts said it would be here Monday, so by next week I'll be able to get that out. So here we go. Stay tuned. Let me go ahead and keep working on the car, and then I'll show you the final results, and we'll talk about it. All right, stay tuned, guys. Woo, it's wobbling. All right, guys, here I just want to do a quick clip. We're gonna actually see. You can see we're in my driver's side door here. I don't know how well it's going to show up because the shadow's kind of here, but there's a lot of like scratches here just from my feet getting out. And I don't know if you can see all through here. I'm just trying to stay out of the shadows. Look at this. Okay, it's all pretty bad through here. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to test this out on that directly. Just as I said, it helps to hide the scuffs. Now, granted, we understand we're just hiding them and not actually fixing the scuffs, because that's plastic. And if you scrape plastic, you're kind of screwed anyway. So hold on. Let's see what we can do. Okay, guys? Just going to put it on liberally. Whew. The fumes, that's make sure you have the doors open for the fumes, okay, guys? If you do nothing else, make sure you keep the door open, because the fumes here, I don't know if you can even see it, they're still swirling around here. Now, don't get me wrong, I've already done most of the car, and I'm highly impressed with what I'm seeing, and it's not a greasy film or anything like that. But yeah, you're just gonna have to make sure you leave the doors open when you're doing this. All right, give me a second while I cut this while the plane's flying over. Hold on. All right, sorry about that. Now that the plane's gone, I can talk and you can actually hear me. That's the problem when they're on this flight path. They get really loud sometimes. All right, so for after one wipe, can you see what you've done? I see a few scratches still. I mean, like I said, we've already talked about that they get scratched in here. My wife's had to take the car several times while I'm doing the oil changes, or I let her borrow my car when her car was in the shop. When hers had the accident, we were waiting on her to get the new stuff. So sometimes she wears high heels and gets that scraped up, but overall, it's hiding it pretty good. Let me try it on the door here, and then we'll see how we go, okay? So bear with me here, and let's see how this works out. Like I said, I'm just going for the satin look, and I like that because it's not the greasy stuff like a lot of you guys think about when you think about like Armor All and whatnot. A lot of stuff is very, very greasy, and a lot of you guys always hate on that stuff. When you touch this right now, nothing. There's nothing on my hands. I don't know if you can see that in the light. There's not a thing. It's not shiny. No greasy stuff. Nothing. That's what's good about this right now. Let me go ahead and finish it up. We'll talk about final thoughts, but you can actually see it's cleaning it up. But then again, you know, most of that stuff's really dirty anyways from just being hit by your feet and just being knocked around. So bear with me until I finish this up, and then we'll show you some end results. Stay tuned. All right, guys, time for the final review and thoughts of the Eagle One interior detailer. I'll show you the inside of my car first before we talk about anything. You see it? It gives it a nice shine, but once again, the good thing about it is there's no greasiness to it to give it that shine. No Armor All type junk. So a lot of you guys are always like, oh, I love the shine, but I just can't stand Armor All. I can't stand some of the other stuff. And I've showed you other products along the way that do have a high shine and that might not be as greasy, like the Meguiar's Ultimate Shine. That stuff is great, but look at this. Okay, you thinking, oh my God, it must be oily as hell. There's nothing to it, see? Nothing at all to my fingers, okay? That proves right there this stuff is actually a very, very good product. And you can see through here, it's cleaned up all through here, just like it did the other side. I don't know how well this is actually showing up. But anyways, if there is scuffs, a lot of them have been cleaned up and cut. And like, I've got no, don't get me wrong, I've got scratches in here from just over the years. I mean, I've had the car over 8 years now, so it's gonna get some scratches. But look at the dash. It didn't suck it up. So it did, in fact, help restore the luster that it originally had. And that's what I like about it. Check that out. I'm just slowly panning across, just showing you everything. So it's not a high shine, but it does give you a nice shine to it that is not greasy, not sticky, none of that junk that you see on some of the cheaper products. So I've got to give it to Eagle One here on this. And I really like that, about that. See, it all cleaned up through here. You had a couple scuff marks at the bottom of the passenger side door. My wife always sits over here, so when she gets out, sometimes her feet hit the door. Let me just walk over to the other side now and show you this. Remember, while he did this, look at that. I mean, you could probably see a few scratches that are still left, but it covered up a lot of the scuffs, even in the doorway. I do like this stuff. The only negative I can give it is just because of the fumes. The fumes are absolutely ridiculous. You've got to make sure you leave the windows down, leave your doors open, because you will be gagging on some fumes. It's not bad, it's just almost a sweet chemical smell, but it's pretty thick, and you can see it in the air pretty easily when you're spraying it. But other than that, there's no knocks, nothing about it that I can see anything bad about this stuff, okay? So once again, let me take a minute to thank Scott over there at Team Shine. I do appreciate it, Scott, as always. You sending me this kind of stuff, and I do try to get it out as soon as possible. Now that we're finally having October, and it's like only 80-something degrees right now. It's low 80s, so it's really nice here. I'm going to get a lot more of your stuff out, and I really do appreciate that. So guys, take a chance to thank Scott over there at Team Shine. And if you're interested in this kind of stuff, it gives it a nice shine. And remember, I wiped this off. If you actually wanted the higher shine, it said just to leave it on there. Now, I just wanted to show you a regular satin shine where I just wiped it off like a regular detailer. So please let me know what you guys think. If you have any thoughts about it, and soon I should have up a lot of those vlogs for you as soon as all those parts come in. And that should be Monday or Tuesday, I think is what I tracked a lot of them at. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please give me a chance to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And I will see you guys in the very next video. Take care.